If you don't know what to eat, because everything is actually polluted, if you are going to drink the best water transported on your table from France, it will be probably in plastic. And if it is not going to be in plastic and it will be in a glass, it might be radiated because it had to go in an airplane and it had to be inspected. And everywhere is something what we can find that it's not good for our health, and we can be very obsessed about these things, and it can create a lot of insecurities and a lot of stress for our body.
Essentially, you realize that you're imprisoned because we are exposed to those things. We are exposed to the pollution, we are exposed to the plastics, and we eat the foods that are available to us, and we just have to go with it. And when you want to avoid it, there is not really much else that you could do but to move into the forest and have the hunter-gatherer lifestyle again. There's not really a way out of it anymore.
Yeah, it's not. And hunter-gatherer, the rains are going to fall on you anyways. The water from, mixed with airplane pollution and all our pollution from the air. Everything is basically
Very crazy.
affected by everything else on a planet. We all can go very crazy about this, and how to get out of this. We have to remember that we are divine beings. We are God in flesh. That's who we are. And we are energy which is giving life to matter. And to that energy, it's very important for everybody who is watching this video. It's very important to connect to that energy, because this is the only way out. You bless everything what you eat. You're grateful for everything you eat. Our dog Luna, I have last video when she was begging food from me and I was just giving her something and she was so happy. She just ate it with the full surrender. She didn't analyze, oh, there is polyphenols and there's a little bit microplastic and there's a little bit of pollution from,
Is it organic or not?
Yeah, from all those pesticides and herbicides and so on. She just surrendered and she just ate it. We are obsessing about these details because we live in an amazing time. And also it brings a lot of challenges to our bodies. In the past, we were challenged by bacteria and all these microorganisms and cold and hunger, and because we now have everything, we are challenged basically by our mind, with our mind
mostly.
Yeah. But the mind finds space to investigate into depth something which will not matter anyway, because if we observe something into life and say, oh, okay, we are wearing Invisalign braces and today I woke up panicking, I'm like, oh my gosh, we are just chewing on every day in our life, we are just chewing on like some plastic,
we're biting on the braces all the time.
Yeah, but not only biting, but it's just connected to our body like 20 hours a day, and it's just not good for us. Okay, so what do? We have done something not good for us, or you have done something what is not good for you. You live in an environment like Bangkok, for example, or some polluted city, or wherever you go, you just find something what is bothering your
and
health.
You did that for maybe 10 years
20, or you grew up in there,
and this time you have exposed your body to this environment and it basically was harmful.
Yeah, he's explaining also with this hand behind me. Yeah, it is very harmful for the body, but some people are just amazing and well, and some people have health problems. And those people which have health problems usually are very involved with their mind and say, oh, this is really bad for my body, and just repeat that. And also, since I was a young girl, I was very interested in herbology, supplements, and all these things.
And also what is in the food that you eat.
Exactly, and how the food affects us. I know everything about it. And when I know everything, I'm realizing I know nothing, absolutely nothing, because I'm realizing that it's more like, you can take any amazing supplement in the world, but it doesn't make an effect. It is supposed to do some effects, and I support to use supplements to supplement our bodies, but also it doesn't have to have this effect which we need, because the mind is blocking so much that the supplement can't do its job.
The supplement can only work properly if we also have the mind that works with it.
Aligned with it. And that's why I feel more than I think, that what we can do, we could feel that we are very much trapped in this 3D, obsession about what to eat, what to not eat, what's the proper diet, and what to take and what to not take. And, you can go on and on and on, and you can spend lifetime in books and searching on Google and whatever. Or you can just close your eyes before you go to sleep. You lay down your body and tune into your body and just relax it. Put it into the blissful state, connection, and just bathe it in your love, and create electromagnetic field around you, which is charging your body with the life force, which is anyways charging your body with life. Nothing else is there. There's only life force for you. The only way how to get out of this stress, which is anyway stress for our body, and it's stressing our lives, and our lives are just idling, in this huge time and space reality. And we can only connect to the energy which is creating us, which is God, universe, whatever you create it, whatever you name it. It's creating us, and it leaves our bodies when there is a time to leave our body. And where it goes, we don't know. But there, it doesn't, I don't know if it is happy for us to still obsess with, oh, what shall I take to heal? I just was listening to one lady on YouTube, which was sharing, and I absolutely very much am aligned with her. She was sharing that she actually, when she has like chronic illness flare-ups, she used to say, oh, I have to take this, and I have to do all these things, procedures and so on. And if she didn't make it, she was mad at herself, which is supporting the problem. But she just let go. She even more stops, and she relaxes. And I recommend, she definitely has to reconnect to her body, or we have to reconnect to our body. Hey, okay, now there's something happening on my body, within my body, in my body, and what can I do? Okay, I can do some I can take help from outside world in a 3D world. Of course, we are not making you to be strictly like refusing everything, but what we miss all the time is that we are still searching for some fix outside of us. And I know what I'm talking about, because I am having all the magazines, they are still coming into our home. And I visited my mom after so many months. We just were here randomly, but now we are here for already a week. And sitting on a toilet and wanting to check something really nice there in a magazines, and then I see, oh my gosh, they describe problems with cancer, problems with thyroid, problems with teeth, eyes, and so on. All the time problems, and it's a health magazine, and they talk about sickness all the time. But if we want to talk health, we have to talk health, which means health is bliss, health is happiness, connection to our body. Okay, you don't eat meat, I eat meat. You don't eat vegetables, I eat vegetables. Everybody is different, everybody's aligned differently, and nobody should feel judged or refused for what they do, as long as they don't harm anybody else, as long as they are aligned in love and with love within themselves. So that's what I think and feel that has to be really communicated, because we can get very much lost in these topics and mind games which are there on internet whenever you put Google on.
And if you want to do something really good for your body, we created these shirts that say thank you and I love you on them, because the words, the affirmations that you say to yourself, that you put on you, are going to affect your body, because the body is mostly made out of water and water has memory. And also when you put some positive affirmations on your mug, it's gonna affect the water in it, and you can heal this way, you can raise your vibration this way. And also when you walk around like this and people will read it, they will also have the positive effects from it. So check out our store. It's store.petraphile.com. About 2 years ago, we were buying the book The Iodine Crisis. And then you read the whole thing, and it's a thick book, and it tells you all the symptoms that people have, and you learn that it's an iodine deficiency. And then we buy the supplements and we think, oh my gosh, it was an iodine crisis, and we want to go around and tell everybody, recommend everybody the book, and we think that this is the one fix that can help us and fix everything. We still search for that one thing outside of us that can help us. And it's so calming to think that, oh, I have a problem, I just go to the doctor takes the problem away from you. But it's not the way it works. It is often the solution is within.
And the problem is manifestation of what we live.
It's our lifestyle, our thoughts, our emotions. And that's the best diet we can do, the diet on the negative emotions, on the negative thoughts, and really be aware, who are we demonstrating every day? And when we can change who we are, we can change our life. And Petra was saying today that she feels we really have to stop focusing on still healing and fixing our bodies, and instead just start to live in bliss and gratitude and joy, like our dogs are doing it.
Luna inspired me, our dog Luna, my shadow and my light and my heart-to-heart connection. She inspired me that when she left her body, I just witnessed this energy which is just leaving and expanding the body. And she just inspired me when she left her body, and I understood that who cares that you stress in life? Who cares? Does the soul cares that you try to figure it out? When you are in bliss and gratitude and you truly want to study and have some proper information coming into your life, you are going to get them. You're going to attract the correct information. You don't have to search them. It's like going in New York and trying to find the correct partner. How many men or women would you have to interview and test?
To find the perfect one.
Millions. And it's the same thing. You just know if you are connected. It's a hack. It's a life hack. When we are connected to that bliss and love and gratitude, which I witnessed when she was expanding into everywhere, and she just showed me and gave me a little taste of that it's just so intelligent that we'll just get the right time, we'll just get and receive the right information if we just let it go and trust and surrender to that intelligence,
Which is way beyond the microplastics in your water and the toxic components of the vegetables and fruit we eat.
And
yes,
herbicides, yeah.
It's way beyond that. It's way beyond our bodies. It's the energy that creates all.
And where we are going as these divine beings, which we are going to be anyways in the future, more and more, We are never going to treat our earth this way as we are now, because we already see it and our hearts are crying. Our hearts are broken from what we see, how we are basically raping the earth, the soil, the air, the waters, everything. And we see it and our souls are aware of it, and they are giving us big signals that we need to get into this state of gratitude and gratefulness and love.
Humbleness.
And once you are giving it to yourself, you are wanting to have it all around you all the time. That's why people, vegans comparing to people who eat meat, they are very much in a fight, because I believe that those vegans can't express it differently in this moment, in this reality, in this lifetime. Because if you see so much violence somewhere towards animals, and they feel with the animals, because I feel with animals too. If they feel it, they just can't be anything but angry. But we will not solve anything with anger and fighting with each other. We'll just have to go into this love and very high frequencies.
And still thinking that we're different, that we are opposites, or that we are opponents, and in competition. We are all the same divine energy.
And if we eat meat, it's great to thank to that animal and honor the body of the animal which we are consuming. I absolutely don't judge vegans, vegetarians, whoever, because we only thing which we need to worship and be grateful for everything what we are given. And that's what the dog taught me, that's what life teaching me, and that's where I'm actually understanding the most, because I actually don't know what else to do now, because my mind is so overly informed about everything that we just, my mind, or our minds can give up. They just don't know anymore. You will get into the place in your life where you will just be, I have no idea.
Exactly. It builds up to this moment, you start to learn a little bit, and you can make small adjustments in your life to live healthier and better.
Yeah, of course.
But it amounts to such a huge pile of things that you're supposed to do and that you're doing wrong, that you realize there's no way out of it anymore. And you just have to surrender. That's all you can do, because you can only imprison yourself so much.
My friend was talking, and they were meeting some lady which has she's like 20 something, and she has a new baby. She just feeds him everything organic. They had a grilling barbecue, they had all kinds of different foods, but she brought special food for him to feed him extra, so he has everything organic. But maybe it would be much calmer for the child to just have relaxed mother, not overwhelmed with all those details which she has to really accomplish. I was also like this in the past. I understand these people. They just think that they are doing the best, but at the same time they have so much contraction in their body that they are so scared they make mistake that they can't help themselves. I know that because I was there.
You were saying also, and then what is it going to do? Is it going to prolong our life by 1 year?
No, it's great to eat healthy, and if you are aligned with it, and if your heart is saying yes, or if you feel like, if you tune into your body, you know what makes you feel good and what not. We all know what to eat and what not.
It is always great to eat healthy, but when you do it from a state of stress and fear that you make mistakes, and if you do, it will have tremendous repercussions on your body.
Repercussions?
I don't know if that's the right word. I'm not native. Then you're eating that stress. You are in contraction, as she said. That's what's not good for us.
No, yeah.
And when we do eat the fry, okay, let's embrace it and enjoy it.
Yeah, it's the only thing, because what would we remember at the end when we have to leave this reality? We'll remember the bliss and the beautiful moments.
Yes.
We don't want to spend and invest our lifetime and life force. You know, you hear it, lifetime, every second of our life to be stressing about what we eat, what we said, how we are not good in something. We want to invest it in something nice, and even though it for the mind seems like it's not good, it's not nice, we can at least, if we are in some situations, we can already make it nice for us, the way we just let go and we surrender, you know. I also didn't want our Looney to leave. I didn't want death to take her, but I just had to embrace it. I had to let go. I had to relax into it as much as I was capable, because nobody taught me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we can practice, and it's very helpful for us. And we also didn't make many videos lately because we were still processing a lot our life changes now, because it's without her in our life a little bit, everything, not a little bit, but everything is changed. Now we have to focus on us. Now we have to see where life will take us. And yeah, and
I also liked what you said yesterday, that you can't imagine living life without that connection to the divine, without making time for this and being in touch with that energy that creates all. Because you said life doesn't make sense otherwise.
And
It's
also,
just...
I was living like this maybe 30 years or 35 years, I don't know. I was living like this life, robot life, a person who went to spiritual events, but you know, I just did it because it was like a robotic thing. It was, the soul was willing, but the body was just keeping it in a distance, you know, just not understanding it. But then you see that all that matters is just the connection and love, and nothing else we have. And we don't have to worry about anything else. Because, yes, of course, we have to pay our bills and go to work and so on. But we can also go to work, you know, different energy. Just, hey, I am going to give me nice day. I'm going to make it nice for me here. Okay, I have to be at work. Maybe I have to be in some store just filling up the, you know, the shelves. But I can make it like, you know, I can feel differently. I did all of these jobs before. And I always was happy to do these things because we had no really work opportunities in my country. But at the same time, I was really like a well-programmed robot, which led me to on my path to my health issues. My health issues. How does it sound? My health issues. It's mine, you know, it's important and everybody else has to listen. No. Because usually we are born without health issues, right? And then we make something mine. No, we can just let it go as well, and it's not mine anymore or yours anymore. This is our babies from Looney, Ami and Ari, and they are so happy to see me, so they are jumping and smiling and happy.